Alright, hey, what's up, you guys? This is head coach Ross of the Atacx gym doing sword and hammer part 3. This is when you get hit and dropped. Your opponent tries to stomp you out like we normally see in the neighborhood, okay? Behind the camera is my brother Dante. Helping me out is my cousin Chris. They're both assistant coaches here in the Atacx gym. Okay, what happens is, and a lot of people don't understand this, we do the same techniques on the ground, getting up to our feet, and on the ground when we're actually stuck on the ground. What happens is, bad guy's gonna basically hockey punch, bam, stomp you, boom, move out the way, kick. When you come down, this is what allows you to get here. Let me explain to you exactly what happened, where this comes from. Stand up right here. This is exactly the same. This is exactly the same techniques we do. Is go step by step when we're standing. When your opponent has hit you, is knocking you away, you pivot. This is when he's pushing you away. I'm gonna show you how to do it when he's pushing to you. Same thing. You're gonna pivot, blocking here. Remember this? A lot of people don't understand, so let me turn here. When you're pivoting and you do the sword and hammer here, you're not just putting your hand in your hammer fist anywhere. What you're trying to do is using your hammer fist, hit directly on top of the ulnus or through the strip from the wrist to the elbow. The results are significant in that if he's grabbing you here and you turn and don't hit this area, his arms are too long like Chris is for mine, what you're gonna do is continue with the movement from the cover, and this frees his grip. You see that? This is why we do it this way. This hits here, this hand sword hits here. I am not hitting him on the triceps and the radius on purpose because this causes real damage. If you put a genuine stank, nasty hand fist on somebody's tricep and a genuine hammer fist here, they're going to get bruised up and sore, which is why in practice we always put the forearm pads that we use from football right here so we can actually hit with power. So my clients understand and my students understand this is a really damaging technique. On the videos I don't show it like this on purpose in order not to injure anyone. Now, from here, as you guys remember, from the stand-up showing you that I'm doing the exact same thing that I'm doing on the ground, from here, as you guys remember, I do this point of origin, striking here. Well, when I was on the ground, and he had stomped, boom, this is the cover and spin. As I'm covering and spinning, remember my foot was coming across to exactly where his leg is, what I told you guys in the last video. Well, that results in a kick out. As he comes down, that drops him, you're riding his momentum coming down. Next moment is you come up. You're coming up all the way to your stance, or you can even go halfway down. I don't recommend this, as you guys know in class, I don't recommend this. Staying down, don't do this, okay? But either way, you go from point of origin, where your hands are, one tucking his legs, he doesn't hit you, the other one is protecting yourself, and immediately fire the back knuckle and the thrust punch. Bam! Here. Alright? Right then, you immediately go from here to the trap down and a circle punch or the linear punch, exactly like we taught you guys. Exactly. As you remember, when this happens, you were also firing the knee. When you fire the knee, you trap this guy down. This is what happens. Exactly like I told you guys what happened. You do the exact same techniques from the standing to the ground because it's designed to allow you to overcome your opponent, okay, wherever he's at. From here, you now use your breath and directional harmony to fire the hand sword to the back of the throat, and then you uncork with the hammer fist to the back of the neck or the temple, the ear, the jaw. As you guys know, as I've told you before, what happens usually is you hit the guy here, he'll coil up, he's hurt, and then he starts firing, he starts defending. This is why you throw more than one shot, because you cannot guarantee that you will always land. It's simple, basic common sense. Anyone who spars consistently recognizes you're not going to land 100% of your shots. Ali didn't. You're not going to. I don't. That's why you train this way, to make certain that the shots that you do land do count. That's how you do sword and hammer after you've been dropped, okay? For those of you guys who think that these techniques are overkill for one guy, well, they're really not. Once you finish the guy, drop him and harm him, you don't have to continue with the rest of the technique. If, however, after you've kicked him, if he's, let me turn you this way right here again, okay? After he's hit you and stomped you, after I'm gonna have to shift you around so the camera can see you better this way. He's pulls, hits, boom, you drop, he stomps, you pivot, you see this? Again, sword, bending the knee, tap. This is an anatomical shot, hammer into the calf or to the hamstring anyway. He'll tell you, I'm gonna lightly tap him. But he'll tell you this isn't fun. If I lightly tap him here, that's what happens a lot, especially because his own momentum is helping him come down into the stomp. You haven't even kicked him yet. And both of these guys have cold leg locks, so not only will they hit you, they'll break your leg coming up. but that's for advanced technique. This is just beginner, pre-white level A. Okay? Here. Once you get here, you then use your kick to drop him, come up. Once you're on his back, if you face his back, it doesn't matter what he does. I told you guys this. Doesn't matter where or how he falls, you're going to continue with the rest of your technique until you're certain that he cannot rise and that you haven't exceeded the requirements of the law, or you haven't violated our particular code of conduct. Once he's down here, like I told you guys, bam, point of origin, bang. Now your knee's dropping down hard on him. Of course, I'm not doing this because this is my cousin. All right? I'm not dropping my knee heavily on him because that really hurts. You'll drop your knee in the kidney, the butt bone, the hamstrings, or the back of the thigh. All right? Just keep him down here as you're hammering here. Back knuckle strike here to the shoulder blade or the back of the head or spine. I tend to prefer the spine, which keeps him down. He can tell you just by touching him. It's no fun. Back knuckle here into the kidney. Boom, just a little touch keeps this guy down. Boom, he'll stay. He'll stay. He'll stay. Notice also, Jermaine, you asked me about this in class already, and let me explain this to you. In the video, we're doing this because this is our sparring partner. We're not really going to harm him. Notice when we're actually training this, people are wearing hogu. Why is that? Because when you're down there, we put our foot on you. This is what you're supposed to do. I'm not actually going to put my foot on my cousin in the video. That's stupid. You know? But here, bam, you guys know that my foot is actually on you. Someplace that's on you. If I can put my foot on you, you're getting stood on. I'm actually going to plant my bow stance on you and pivot off. You stay down. No matter how big you are, you're going to stay down. And that will allow me to escape, cover out. Okay, I hope that does a lot for you guys in regards to explaining what's going on. There's one other thing I'm going to show you right now. When I told you that, okay, you can do this while you're grappling, and you can also do this with weapons. Next video, I'm going to show you, the technique that will allow you to deal with this with weapons. Assuming that you don't get annihilated for the first attack. Most weapons from this are blunt weapons, so you don't really get hurt that badly. But if you get caught with an edge weapon, you're toast. For the most part, you're toast. If you're not, this technique will get you out. The other techniques aren't usually trained in this particular way, so it doesn't have that kind of option. So, again, guys, this head coach Ross of the Atacx Gym. Behind the camera helping me out is my younger brother, assistant coach Dante. Right here, ably, playing the bad guy with far too much skill, my cousin and assistant coach Chris. Thank you very much for your time.